The St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update, where we connect you to the parish community as you experience the presence of Christ.
Hey, what's up, and welcome to the St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update, week of August 11th. I'm Brandon Barker, and I'm joined with Leilani Freitas, Evan Swindle, and Isabel Keith. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey.
It's good to be here with you guys. As always, coming with another week of the St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update, where we, again, talk about some sort of fun fact that either has to do with St. Thomas Aquinas or the Catholic Church or just some other fun fact. Sometimes we sneak 2 or 3 fun facts in, but it's just, a way to get to know one another better, our church, our family, because that's what we are. We are brothers and sisters in Christ, which is pretty awesome. And then we just kind of talk about some of the highlights that are going on at the week here at St. Thomas Aquinas. And then we typically end with a ministry highlight or some other point of topic or conversation. And that's it. We try to keep it at 10 minutes or under. Sometimes it's 9, sometimes it's 13, but that's the goal. So with that being said, the fun fact for this week is, did you know that Father Ryan has a birthday?
What?
He has a birthday?
He has
When is
a
it?
birthday.
When is it?
It's coming up on Friday. It's coming up on Friday, August the 16th.
Oh,
That's
that's
so
the fun
exciting.
fact.
Exciting.
I love that.
That is the
I
fun
can't wait to
fact.
celebrate him. I thought he was maybe early 30s when he first got here. I thought he was like maybe 31, 32.
Okay.
How old did y'all think he was?
I think everyone was on the same page as you. Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all don't know.
22.
I mean,
is-
I actually didn't. I didn't necessarily really even think about it.
Wow, Brandon.
I mean, I don't know why I didn't really think about it. And then when I found out that he was like 57, it just
Yeah.
It blew your mind?
It's a shock.
blew
It was
me
a
away.
shock.
It was.
Yeah.
He wears it.
We need
So
to get
well.
a skincare
So well.
regimen.
Yes,
I was about to
exactly.
say that topical skin cream that he uses is, I mean,
It's a coffee once
it's
in the morning
It's
only.
working out well. So,
Kachapa.
Good
Is that
job,
what it is?
for real. He drinks this green juice. I swear that's the potion.
that's what it is. So, how old is he really?
He's 43, I believe. Yeah, so not 57, not 31.
No,
43.
But
Right
43.
in the middle.
Yeah.
43.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're the same age.
Yeah.
So,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday, Father Ryan. That's a fun fact. So, there's lots of ways to tell people happy birthday. So, yeah.
Say hi to him after Mass.
Yep.
Give him a card.
Give him
Maybe
a card.
with something else in
Yeah,
it.
it was like a couple weeks ago. I mean, it's, he would never say this, but I mean, if it's got gift cards or,
Yeah, his favorite store is Takova's. So
oh man.
He likes
yeah.
coffee, so
Sign him up with some new Tecovas boots. Probably wouldn't hurt the feelings at all.
Wow. I think he was size 12 last time I looked.
does he?
Does he really?
No, I'm
I
kidding.
don't
Probably wear a size 12. You do, don't you?
You dirty dog.
Okay. Well, anyway, man, that was a fun fact.
That
was fun.
What's going on at St. Thomas Aquinas
Yeah.
Catholic Church in Dallas, Texas this week?
this
Leilani, why don't you
week.
kick us off?
Yeah, I will. So we will have masses this week. So that is Tuesday at 6:15, and then Wednesday at noon. Thursday and Friday, it is celebrated at 8 a.m. And then we have our Sunday masses. We have a vigil on Saturday, and that's at 4 p.m. And then Sunday, we'll be here 7:30 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m. And then the afternoon times are 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and then 7:30 p.m. So come and join us for Mass. And then confessions, if you need the sacrament of confession, you can come on Tuesdays in the morning, Thursday evening, and then Saturday afternoon. And you can find those specific times on the parish website. Yeah.
That is awesome. We do have some special daily masses this week as well, though. It is the Feast of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary
Oh,
on the 15th.
Okay.
But on Wednesday the 14th, we do have a visual mass for that, and that is at 6:15 p.m. Wednesday. And then Thursday the 15th, you have 3 options, 8 a.m., noon, and 6:15 to celebrate the Assumption.
And we do that because, I mean, it's a solemnity, and it's one of, the handful of holy days of obligation that are on the calendar. And, you know, I mean, I remember becoming Catholic and talking about days of obligation. And we've talked about this before on here, but it's one of those, I mean, we're the people of God, we're the family of God. And so we're obligated to celebrate the family's, you know, major feast days. That's what, I mean, I my whole family, we have what we call every year called the Barker Bowl, right? My dad's one of 5 boys. And so every year, I mean, for the last 20 years, I mean, around this time of the year, there's like an obligation. If you're a Barker and you're part of this family, you got to show up.
You have to be
whether
there,
you
yeah.
like are excited to be there, whether you're ticked off at some of the family members. I mean, we're got a healthy level of dysfunction, which I think any good, honest family does. But
Right.
we keep showing up, and we're obligated to do so because we're Barkers. And so it's like, you know, I know we said before, it's like sheep. I mean, they're obligated to have wool. That's kind of what they do because they're sheep. And so for us as Catholics, right, there's an obligation to come to Mass. This defining, like, worship of the church and who we are around these certain feast days, because that's who we are and what we do. And so that's where it's like a good obligation because it's a good thing. But that's why, you know, in those days we'll have the vigil and several options, and, you know, some things are just different because it's a solemnity, and it's one of the big ones.
Right.
Totally.
But to tie in Mary to that, there is a feast, well, a memorial of a saint before that.
Yeah.
You want to tell us?
No, you do. I mean,
Yeah.
you
You have a
the-
devotion to him.
I mean, we all do, but he's sitting right here. Physically, no, I'm kidding. Saint Maximilian Kolbe's feast day is on August 14th as well. In our church, we celebrate it as a memorial because of the Assumption. But yeah, if you have a son or named Maximilian, come to Mass that day. If you don't, come to Mass that day.
Evan's got a son named Maximilian.
You do
Yeah.
too.
I have a son named
You
Maximilian.
have a
My
brother
brother's name
named-
is Maximilian. Leilani,
Leilani.
you want?
Leilani?
Not at the
That's
moment.
all right. Someday,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
if the Lord wills.
And then the event that we just want to put on your calendar with enough notice that you could be there is Sunday, August 25th is our back to school Mass for all students of our entire parish and school. And then after that, at the 9 a.m. Mass, we will have our volunteer fair in the gym. And that's a host of ways that you can volunteer across the school and our parish as well, too.
Yeah, I mean,
Last year it was so fun.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about that, Isabel. Because people should come. I mean, it's one of those, it was awesome, and just all the different parish organizations that were represented, and just the camaraderie and the conversation. I mean, not only was it cool, but there weren't as many people as frankly should have been there for how awesome that it was. And so it's just, and it's a great way to come and connect and ask questions and to meet different people that are connected with the different parish organizations, and it's just like a good hangout too, you know? It's just,
Yeah, it is cool to like see. We're always operating at different times and doing different events throughout the year, so it's cool to be in one space and like, hey, this is all the ways you can get connected at St. Thomas. But it was fun.
It really
Last year,
was. Yeah. So it's a great way to just pour out your love for Christ onto others, but like within your community so that you're building up your church and your parish. So I think it's great. I did want to highlight a ministry for this week. So we're going to be highlighting the Children's Garden at St. Thomas. And some of y'all might not know what that is. So it's for children who have passed away so that they can be remembered. So it's located at the upper school. You can buy a 6x8 commemorative marker for the Wall of Angels. And you just have to contact stachildrengarden@gmail.com. It's also on the website. And the price per marker is $35, but it's just a great way to remember those children who have passed away. So I definitely recommend if you don't have a child who's passed away to take a walk over to that garden and to pray for those kids.
it's pretty cool we have something like that. You know, I mean, there's
Yeah.
lots of different ways to remember and to process and to mourn, but just, I mean, it's like we need other people's prayers, and other people need to be praying for us. And so it's a way that we do. We're able to not only just remember, but to continue to pray for those that have gone before us. You know, I mean, we have the church triumphant and the church suffering and the church militant. And I mean, we're all in this thing together, and it's important that we don't forget that. So that's, super grateful for that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? We talked about lots of celebrating and lots of ways of remembering. Any questions, comments, anything that we need to talk about, share with our St. Thomas Aquinas family before we get going?
No, we're just excited to see you at the ministry fair.
Super excited to see you at the ministry fair. Well, so St. Thomas Aquinas family, just remember that we are walking with every person that we encounter to experience the presence of Christ. What does that mean? Walking with every person we encounter. Well, what that means is that whether we're at the grocery store or we are with a friend or a spouse, or we get a call here at the parish, or we're sitting next to someone at Mass and they may be sitting in what we think is our seat, we have an opportunity to be Christ to that person. We do. And so that's what we're walking. We're doing life. We're connecting with, whether that be for a short period of time. Some people are paths crossed for literally seconds. We have the opportunity to be Christ to that person. Mm-hmm. And then for some, it's for years and years and years. But the people that we encounter, it's us. God works through us as people, his hands and his feet, the body, and that's who we are as part of his church. In particular here at St. Thomas Aquinas. And that's what we're doing. That's who we are and what we do. And so we walk with every person that we encounter to experience the presence of Christ, because we experience Christ through others and others experience Christ through us. And so just remember that he gives us the grace that we need each and every day. And if we respond to it, he'll make saints out of us. And that's what we're doing here. So until next week, I'm Brandon Barker with the St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update with Leilani Freitas, Evan Swindle, and Isabel Keith coming at you. Know we're praying for you guys. Ask for your prayers, and we will see you next week. Godspeed.
You've been listening to the St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update. We hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram at STA Dallas and visit the website at www.stadallas.org.